Okay, this is part 2 of how to make a fume extractor because my last video got cut short because I didn't realize you can only record up to 10 minutes. Okay, alright, where was I? Oh yes, the inline resistor. Okay, we're just going to take it, doesn't matter which side. I'm going to take the hot wire here. Can't really see it. We're going to take the hot wire here, we're going to solder it to the one, just to one side. So you're going to twist it. You're going to want to be, here's a little disclaimer, you're going to want to be kind of careful here with a soldering iron because it is super hot. I should have put that at the beginning of the video. So we're just going to take it, touch it here. Wait for it, wait for it. And I don't know if you can see it in the video because I'm not looking right now, but it does get kind of hot. It does get kind of hot in the smoke and stuff, which is known to the state of California to cause cancer. That's what we're building the extractor for. And you got to be careful too when you're soldering because the wires get hot too, and you can feel the heat, and it could actually burn you. And as a firefighter, I'm supposed to be safe and not get burned, but it happens from time to time. Alright, here, not a very pretty solder joint at all. Gonna blow on it, cool it down, take our masking tape, tape it all. And I know my tape doesn't look real pretty wrapped around it because I half wrap it, but it'll do me because I'm just building this for me. I'm not building it for you all. Alright, then we're going to take our switch. Again, it doesn't matter which side as long as it's going to the positive. Hook it to the other side of the resistor and solder. I'm actually going to change sides that I'm using. And this one side looks like I'd already soldered it to something, but oh yeah, I know what it was. I did have it in my radio. See, I do multiple projects. This is like the second one I've actually uploaded online. The first one was, see smoke? But anyways, that's cancer's causing. And most of them say to put filters on, but I don't have any material to use for a filter, so I don't have a filter on it. Alright, let's get to part 2. Wiring of the fan. You got your red wire and your black wire. It says on here, model, says it is a 12 volt DC 0.38 amp DC brushless motor. Red is positive and black is negative. Made in China. So we're going to take the red side, which we now know is positive, and hook it to the other side of our switch. And I apologize for not taping that joint. I'll do that in a second. So we're just going to trim back some of the wire and twist. You know what inspired this? A video from Kip K, maker, one of the makers alike. He's what really inspires me to try anything, because he's just one of them guys that, oops, if you get shocked, you know you screwed up and something's not right. Come on. Remember, when you're soldering, don't bring any of that in. Now, there's one way to stop from doing all this. Just go and buy a fume extractor or wear a mask, but both of those will cost you about $400 unless you buy one of them cheap Wally World paper mask. I don't know what that was. Alright. So now we're going to tape up our joints on the positive side from a while ago. The one that's going to the fan and the one that's going from the resistor. Back roads and stands. While I'm doing this, I'll talk a bit. Tell you, this is a good project You know, and it also helps save your lungs. Something smoking doesn't do. Kids, don't smoke. Bad for you. We're just about done here. It's never ever a good idea to use a gauge of wire that's lower than what the original gauge is, because that could cause it to short out, because the lower the gauge, the wire. Alright, let me rephrase this, because I know the lower the gauge, the wire, the thicker. The higher the gauge, the thinner. So let's put it like this. Never ever use a higher gauge wire, which is a smaller wire, than what is originally on the project. Like, say I got a gauge wire that's about this big. You never want to use one any smaller than that size, because it can get hot and it could burn out. And that could be very dangerous. Okay, it's time to test out the circuit. Okay, and we got a problem. Okay, if that piece of tape wasn't hitting it, it's running just fine, as you all, I'm sure you all can hear. Can't see very well though. See, let's readjust the camera angle. See, I got a sucky camera. But anyways, the circuit works. See here, does the light pick up the... Alright, anyways, that doesn't matter. It works. So now we'll be able to mount this and use it in the future. Let's see here. How do y'all think we should mount it? Got some nails. Let's see here. Let's see if we can't use some nails somehow. Let's look and see here. I want to mount it in the most efficient way to where it pulls air. We're also going to look at the direction of airflow. As you can see, you want it on the side that sucks. So pointing that direction. So you're going to want to mount it like this on this side. Let's see here. This came out of a project I actually built at school. The nails and stuff are. I built it at school, but didn't ever get used, so I de-assembled it, and that's where my wood block that I'm using to hold the project together with actually came from. Can I go ahead now in there and drive it? Maybe possible. I'm gonna try. Alright, we got one nail in, and I think I messed up, but oh well, I don't care. Actually, that nail didn't stay, but you get the gist of things. Find your own way to mount it. Personally, I'd recommend some type of silicone glue if you plan on using this permanently, but let's see it in action. There, take it, plug it up somehow. I really need an extension cord. Really, you make your wires long enough to reach from where you're soldering on over. Alright, as we know, the side with the guard on it is the side that blows, so it blows.